Got Jingle Garage, and today, let me tell you what I'm doing. No, I'm not working on the CRX behind me. I'm not working on the S2000. We are working on the Delso. So yesterday I was at work, and Adriana decided to work on the Delso. She had 12 hours from she got up, she went to bed about 7 o'clock at night. I wanted to record everything, but she didn't want to. She just want to get it done. And I understand, you know what I mean? I understand her point of view. She want to get it done. Before I show you what she's done, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. Thank you for all the subscribers that did for the last videos. Thank you for bringing that video to 90. Let me show you what I got right now. Okay? Stay tuned. So here we go. Adriana is my daughter and is the owner of this car. She took out, what I'm telling you, she took out the AC lines, the harness. We're about to move it, and I'll explain that in a minute. We put down all the brake power steering because we are reusing it, and we're leaving that behind like that, but we are painting it. So with that said, she took all that out. She spent 12 hours working on this thing yesterday. So I give her a lot of props. And she didn't scratch my car that was in here too. So today, this morning I got up, move everything to the side. We had a little issue with the battery box. As you can see right there on the floor. As you can see right here on the floor. Fortunately, my battery box didn't make it. Well, her battery box didn't make it. It had a bolt rusted right there. I had to cut it. And now we took this out. And yeah, we have another bolt right here. I'm going to show you. It doesn't come out. I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to re-drill it. I'm going to show you how that's done. But first, what you guys came here for. Today, basically this is the harness on the Delso. Now we have an aftermarket harness. Letter C or right wire. And it's underneath there somewhere. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to Wiretalk the Delso for the harness for this beautiful light harness. So what I'm doing is basically right here underneath the box. Move forward is I'm gonna make a hole right here. Go right here. I'm gonna run that wire right through here. We'll be looking the battery back down there. And then the new harness is gonna come right through here. Boom. Out towards the part to the motor. You're not gonna be able to see this right here. So the box is gonna be covering. Then I have to, after I'm done with that, and all this is done, that's what the main juggle today is gonna be. We do all this, and after I've done all this, get it done, ready, I gotta move this way. And then this one right here is the one that's gonna go in towards the engine. So this one, I have to figure it out. There's an adapter right here. And this adapter, I have to figure out how I'm gonna bring that adapter, or let's say, figure out how I'm gonna bring this in there, so I can pop this, maybe pop it right here, and you know what I mean, and pop it back in there so I don't have to run too many wires, and then pop it out. So the only thing you're gonna see is that, so that's the only wire that's connected there. So maybe I can do something different with that, but that's what I'm doing. Besides that, after that, we're gonna have to get sandpaper and some of the cleaner so we can clean the engine bay. So I can start after I move all that away from the firewall. All that's gonna be moved. Then we can primer, shader set it, primer, paint it, let it sit, clear coat it. After I do all that, that's what I want to cut first. After I do all that, then I come out this way, do this end, this end, this end. After all this is done, comes the fun part, putting the motor in. But besides putting the motor in, the ball joint broke that I'm fixing. I'm putting two brand new ball joints. The suspension, we're gonna take it apart. It's already apart. Let's put it back together. And we got a new control arm for the top, new radiator, the power steering hose. We're gonna order a new rack for her. It's leaking, it's old, there you go. We're gonna put a brand new one in. Um, an option for if you don't want to do a power steering, an option is called a manual power steering. They came in on these cars right here. They came in on a lot of the Canadian cars. There's no the rack and pinions there, but there's no power steering. You know, it's a seal power steering seal system. With that said, hopefully we had this car done by the end of October. For a major show that's coming over, that we want to take this one too. I'm proud of my daughter, what she's done. She's done a lot. And for 21-year-old girl, taking after I took the motor, I took the motor and the radiator, but after I do that, she took everything apart. Guys, you have to give a thumbs up. A female doing it by herself, thumbs up, man. I raised one. I raised a good female here. My other one's the same way. So with that said, that's what I'm doing today. I'm waiting for her to come back with some of the supplies that I need so I can start doing that. Any question, leave it below and give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna put a fast mode when I'm doing the wiring so you guys don't be bored with you guys don't get bored with us, you know, with me doing the whole thing. So I'm gonna put that there. And after that, after I got that figured out, I'll show you how step by step how to do it, and then I figured this out when I get to that point. And we go from there because the cars have to have AC, have to have window wiper blades, everything got to be done in the car. That's the goal. Have everything, power steering, everything. But I'm gonna do my research. Maybe I can do a rack and pinion without power steering, without the power steering hose or power steering fluids, just a steel rack, and that'll be great for this car. It'll be more cleaner. With that said, shit, electric power steering, that would be even better, huh? Alright guys, with that said, I just got a text. With that said, let me get to it. Let's get those motors. Oh, by the way, I'm in a couple forums from Del Sols, and they're crying about me removing the single cam and putting the dual cam. Well, it wasn't my choice, it's my daughter's, and she wanted to be bigger and faster. I'm gonna give it her that. With that said, stay tuned. Alright guys, this is what we're going to be using. You rotate. Sorry. Rotate 2.5 inch. Move this to the side. I already marked it what I wanted to be at. I'm going to put it right here. Alright, it's in. Drill that number 12. Oh shit. Never had this problem before. Almost there. Alright, that's it. Boom. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. get a battery. Oh wow, let's drain my battery real quick. Does have a kick on it. All right, got both of them now. All right, the reason I chose this delayer so far out is because I'm gonna have to put the negative and positive to jump cables there, and now he's gonna come through here, and I can pass him through here to the battery. Now I'm gonna have to cut a little bit here so I can pass this right now. This is what we're doing. Check it out, guys. You're gonna have to pass all these wires right through here. See? All these wires have to come through here. But before I do that, I want to cut a little bit here. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And so I can have a better pass through it. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm very easy what I'm doing. As you can see, you're not going to see nothing there. You come over here, you see the opening right here. It's going to go right through here. Here I can use one of the plugs. Here I'll put one of these things on, come down, I'm going to grab it to hold it in place. Your ground, grind it on the other side so it will smooth when I paint it. Now here when it comes to the headlight, this is very important for you guys. If you're modifying your headlights, make sure that when you're doing this, everything, because if you have to stand it, you can stand it, but right now my plug will go in there, boom, that goes in right there. This is for the headlight, and I got two more for the radiator and something else that I put right through here. And then when you put the headlight, you're not going to see it. Now we are having our what's it called, the battery. It's gonna go right here, and this I'm not gonna do it yet till I get the battery installed to see where can I go without this bothering. This is basically is for my AC unit, control condensers and all that. Basically this right here usually sits right on top of the radiator support. And I took it apart to get it to the hole, but yeah, usually this sits on top of the radiator support. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run it through here. You gotta bear with me because I'm making this as I go, okay? So you can hear me better. So what I'm thinking to do is using holes like this one right here to put stuff like that in. So I don't have to make too many holes in the chassis. Make one here. And then when I get to this end right here that I have to make a hole or something, I can flat this out. I can move. See, this comes apart. So you can move it and make a bracket for it. We re-signed the bracket, let's put it that way. Now you have like this plug right here. You have this other plug right here. The problem, you're gonna have to extend. So you're gonna have to be careful where you stem from. Also, you want to put this on the bumper. You can put this on the bumper on the other side. Nobody's gonna know, okay? You can like, you know what I mean? Put it right here like this. Drill to it. You know? Put it right here, drill to it. That's it. Nobody's gonna know, bro. The point of this is, whatever you make your modification where this is going to go, one, they don't see it from the street, they don't see it when the engine bay is there. Two, accessible so you can work on it. So basically this sensor's right here. I'll put it right here for now, but this is how I'm going to rewire it. Probably I'm going to cut a little bit here of the frame and then put it there, put a bolt to it and leave it there hanging. And then give me access enough for when I put everything back and I need to do and extend it to basically this wire right here. I can get a female, get another female same style wire, and I can extend it from one end to another, making a bridge, you know what I mean? Just like this one right here, just like this one right here. Very easy to do. If you know how to, if you've been doing this for a while, it's very easy to do. So, in other words, this side is almost done. Basically, it's done. Let me show you something else. So, when you are here, the purpose of this is, you know, your headlight's gonna be right here. You're not gonna see nothing there. Basically, you're gonna have all that clean. The only thing you're gonna see is the harness right over there in the corner. That's okay. All that's gonna be nice and clean like right now. This area, not that much. As soon as we put the AC lines, of course, they are gonna be on the way, you know what I mean? But right now, it's not gonna be like, you know, you're gonna be right through here and you're gonna see the lines right here like normal. We were trying to get the tuck-in system so we can use the holes for that too. We can put them right through here and run it down, but they're not available right now. I do have the two other battery, positive and negative. They're gonna come right here, and I'm using this right here to come through here, bring it out. One of those plugs, by the way, is my horn. It's one of the square ones. Somewhere in there is a square plug. I believe it's this one. Yep. Nope. One of these fellas is the horn. And I believe it's this one. Let me see. Right here. I believe it's this one. Yep, that's it. So this is the horn. The horn doesn't have to go through here to the inside. I also can relocate the horn whatever I want to. And this, if it's the radiator, that's what I think is the radiator support. Then I can, for the radiator fan, then I can run that and extend the wire on the outside. That's no issue. But basically, that's how your harness should look like. My heart, everything. On the CRX, a little bit different. You have to cut, extend. This one, pretty much nice. Everything's right there. Now I'm going to do this side. Basically, I'm going to drill right here. Right about here. This area. Not too much in the soft frame. See what I can get. And I want to do the same thing in this area. And then, basically, this harness that you drop. Right here, this harness. Right here. This whole harness has to come through here. Boom. To this side. Clean up this area. The only thing you're going to see is the pipe. I think after I'm done with this, I'm going to maybe degrease it a little bit more, prep it, and start spraying. Yep. So with that said, let's get to it, right? All right, guys, as you can see, I did painted the engine bay. I painted it halfway there. It looks amazing, right? So I painted to here. I had to move this and vacuum that in and clean all this area, wrap some of my stuff, and then hit that area. I'm doing that probably Sunday, later on Sunday. I gotta finish this up real quick. Take me 5 minutes to finish this. That's why I jump on this end. I want this first done. It's gonna look amazing for the car. Right now it looks amazing the way it looks like it. So you guys wonder what kind of spray. If you guys wonder what kind of paint I use, we went to the body shop, automotive paint department right here locally, and they scanned the car, and they got the same color. To put it into a bottle for us. So the primer bottle, And then we did that. I mean, this is great. Watch this. And this is without primer or nothing. Look, when you throw the primer on that thing, when you throw the primer on that, boom, same color. So yeah, it's pretty amazing what they did with this. Now, it makes me want to pay the whole freaking wagon with this. We spent like about $300 on this shit. But makes you want to pay the wagon with this. I think it's gonna look this amazing. As long as the body work is fine. Oh man, that really looked good. She's gonna be surprised when she comes home. Let me turn the fan on. So shiny. I'm gonna let it cook for a day or so, and then I'm gonna grab this. All the hoses are gonna climb in there very carefully. We're gonna take all the hoses off. Rack and pin, you gotta come out. But this is gonna cook for 2 days. Gonna cook. Then I'm gonna take the rest of the engine bay, clean it up, make the whole engine bay look like this color. Boom. And then wrap this up, paint the hood too. All these little covers, gonna cover those up, paint them, paint the hood. Just pop the hood, everything will be mashing. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, that shit looks good. I'm proud of myself. Wow. I'm very right there, bro. This is my baby right here. One or two of them. Two babies. Third one. What? All right, guys. Hit like, hit share, subscribe. Look how dirty that motor was, and we're about to clean that motor. Not right now, but that motor had to have a new home. We have a manual transmission for it, but that motor has a new home for it, and yeah, it's kind of dirty. Nice and clean over here. Now I gotta finish building this one for another vehicle. Wow. Alright guys, hit like, hit share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna leave it right here, right now.